scheduled this about 3 weeks from now. You have trouble finding a room. So, the County of Lycoming has been a leader in the Marcellus Shale gas play since 2008. We have consistently maintained a very proactive posture, choosing to shape our destiny rather than react to the actions initiated by others. But this didn't happen without a total team effort as we plan to prepare for the industry's growth. From infrastructure challenges, housing demands, to our land records, we learned very quickly that you must become engaged early. I sincerely appreciated Governor Corbett inviting Dr. Matteo and me to join the Marcellus Shale Advisory Commission, chaired by Lieutenant Governor Jim Colley. Of course, Pat Henderson was a very active role in that also. We appreciate that. This allowed us a unique opportunity to provide grassroots input into the administration's gas impact proposals. And we're pleased to see that many of our recommendations were included in Act 13 as enacted in 2012. In February 2008, Lycoming County formed our Community Natural Gas Task Force, consisting of county commissioners, state legislators, county planners, chamber members, and other civic leaders. And the task force studied the issues and challenges facing us. We traveled to Texas, specifically Tarrant County, hosted by Judge Whitley of Tarrant County, and very gracious host. And we traveled to Texas in 2008 to get a first-hand understanding of what this new industry and what we needed to do to be better prepared. We returned home and shifted our actions into high gear. I am pleased to say that we are now reaping the benefits of that early planning. As a driving economic force, we recognize that nearly 2/3 of Pennsylvania's 67 counties are in the Marcellus Shale play. It's a major energy driver for the future of our nation and a tremendous economic force in our state. Our geographic proximity to the Northeast U.S. markets makes Marcellus Shale gas development very enticing to industry. And I may say, Congressman Green, we certainly do appreciate our Texas friends, but we prefer to use our own gas up here to save all the transmission fees of moving it from Texas up here to the Northeast. So again, there's a big savings for industry and consumers alike by not having to pay those transmission fees and using our homegrown energy. Incidentally, in 2012, there were more new gas wells drilled or spudded in Lycoming County than any other county in Pennsylvania. And Congressman Reed, I really do appreciate your governor and his moratorium. It really helped Pennsylvania, and we appreciate the governor's efforts in making sure.
I will pass it on.
Thank you. By the end of 2012, there were 700 unconventional gas wells drilled in our county. As of today, that number is approaching 775. Opportunities knocked on our door, and we found ourselves at the right place at the right point in time. Lycoming County in general, and Williamsport in particular, is the nexus of highway, railroad, air connection points, and the Transco interstate pipeline. Our designated growth areas along Interstate 180 and the West Branch Susquehanna River are the closest you can get to the drilling fields and lend themselves to the placement of drilling service companies. We now have nearly 120 new or expanded businesses related to gas activity. This means Lycoming County is both a gas-producing mecca as well as an industrial home. There are a myriad of companies that provide support services to the industry. Consider, for instance, that about 75% of our county, incidentally, we're larger than the state of Rhode Island, is under private landowner lease to the gas industry or available for lease through the state, which owns thousands of acres of forest and game lands. Thanks to our planning department's 20-month effort to craft a sensible county zoning ordinance update, we can honestly say that drilling and extraction activities can coexist in balance with quality of life and goals so important to our citizens. Let me now shift gear and share with you a few of our local success stories. Pennsylvania College of Technology has developed training programs for gas field workers. The industry wants an indigenous supply of manpower properly trained to fill multiple roles in the drilling sites, or at the drilling sites. Thankfully, Penn College is helping meet this manpower demand, and I am pleased to say that Lycoming County recently contributed some of its Act 13 gas impact fee funds to help set up 50 scholarships for county residents who are either veterans, unemployed, or underemployed to work in the gas field personnel. In addition, we are in the process of contributing another $35,000 to Penn College for scholarships in the area of training for emergency service personnel. This past May, the county staff was invited to the National Brownfields Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, and asked to share how the gas play has allowed us to recapture and revitalize some of our most depressing brownfields locations. For example, the borough of Montgomery, an old, downtrodden mill town in southern Lycoming County, has seen the resurgence of its industrial base thanks to gas companies. The presence and proximity of rail was a key ingredient in this revitalization. 3 new companies are now operating there. An abandoned and vacant public housing site in western Williamsport, formerly known as Kennedy King, is now home to a manufacturing of chemical mud for the drilling operations. This was a non-tax producing location that is now back on the tax rolls with a multi-million-dollar facility and approximately 75 family-sustaining wage jobs. In late 2011, the county initiated 4 Marcellus Shale impact studies. 2 were finished last fall. The other 2 are being aggressively worked on as I speak. I believe you will have, or you do have copies of those, or will have copies of those.
We do, Commissioner. If you could start to wrap up, all of
Okay.
it just on a
Okay.
tight schedule today.
Actually, I think I covered just about all the key points there. So I look forward to any questions that the conference will have.
Very good. Thanks, sir. And it's been a pleasure to work with you, too, here in the county.
Likewise.